Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Thursday, in which you find me currently. I'm just going to quickly go straight to the screen because, as is entirely normal, we have protesters, and they're camping out. they're making their presence difficult. Yeah, I see you there. Come here. Dude, just follow me and sit. That's the one. Thank you. Yeah, you can sit there for the moment, dude. Is that all of you? I could have sworn there was another one. Right. Ah, there was. We thank you for your troublesome nature. So yes, now that I have quarantined these fellows, partially, time zones for Frauke and Taran and Chris and TGM, I think I saw. Yep. Is that everyone? Stream elements. Yeah. And hey, Squishy. So, yes. Today has been one of those Rebel kind of days. Actually, I'm going to park this dude just in this corner. Really, dude? I'm not sure what to do with this one. I mean, we have the advantage that while he's in a boat, he can't shoot at me. He's a little bit terrible at aim whilst sat in a boat. This is the advantage of boating your pillagers. Oh, hey. I Really? Are you going to stick that there for the moment, then? Yes, I'm very well aware that's probably almost another oh my statement. Okay, let's get out of the way. Yeah, so that was a start. We left off yesterday with this interesting area completed, and now it's infested. And these guys can shoot over their backs. I'm gonna burrow this fellow. Oh, useful. Well, we won't be taking this guy out of here then. I had hoped we could remove them from the premises. Do I have any cows locally? And that's the one thing that I wasn't sure about. Oh, I know. Let's deal with Senior Bannerfarer by just heading for this gentleman. Hello. Excuse me. No. I am currently unaliving them by sitting in a boat so that that one of them can't shoot me, and one of them is shooting at the one in the boat with me. There, right. So that gets rid of senior pain in the neck. The other ones I'd like to hold on to, because I'd like to use them as decoration. If in doubt, acquire pillagers for decorative purposes. Or is it decorative porpoises? And POWs. Yep. Persons of randomness. And I'm aware that's probably the weirdest way of describing it. Randomness. Now, what I'm looking for is... Aha! I knew I had 3 of these. Because... I think it's time to see if we can get another puppy into the family. Hello, doggo. Would you like to be my friend? On the last bone, no less. We have a new puppy friend. Here, puppy. I'm gonna have you sit. When I said come here, I didn't mean teleport suddenly. Thank you. Just stay here. It's not in range of the evil random dudes. You look after this place. You look cute and adorable. I'll find you a home later. Right. So, now that we've done a little bit of tidying up, notably the unplanned sudden appearance of future areas. So, now that we've got this build pretty much completed, I'm thinking, given that my sanity for this week has been slightly dogpiled on, that wasn't a pun. I think that the next thing I want to work on is the sentry tower right here, because it kind of doesn't sort of require going too far into the village, the city, whatever, and it'll allow us to start working out a sentry tower shape, because we're going to need several of them for the walled mansion over here. And so starting off with one on its own gives us the opportunity to actually, figure out what we're doing. And by we, I mean the weird dude currently sat in front of the computer going, why? Yeah, I'm very well aware of that one, Taran. He's going to move. But I have the advantage that moving this guy is not as difficult as some of the others, because, well, we can just take him on a boat trip. Let's... up until this point. But if I stick him here, he's going to be out of the way. Dude. I should have left him behind the tree. Why didn't I think of that? It's a shame you can't hide them behind these pillars, because that would have been perfect. I should also probably stop faffing around with a pillager and deal with the with darkness. I might have, taken out some of my aggression on him. just briefly. He was starting to annoy me. And if he continues to annoy me, he might get smacked a few times more. So... I am going to regret choosing tough for this, but we will see how it goes. Let's grab some stone, brick, and some polished andesite. I'm thinking that for the main towers of this, the primary... Dude, how rude. The primary colour scheme is going to be stone. So let's start having a think about what I want this to look like. I'm also trying to figure out whether or not this is possibly too big, but we'll come back to that. I can't be bothered to retrieve the wool from there, so let's just get rid of it. So let's start on these four corners. Always a good idea, start on four corners of a circle, because that makes perfect sense. Dude, just play nice. Okay, so that gives us 4, 4, 4. So that gives us 4 on every gap here. So this is now sorted into, I was about to say 8 halves. I mean, the prettiest view gives you the oversight of what the heck I'm doing, because really your other option is you're just basically staring at a ring on the ground. I mean, it works, but it also copes with the fact that I actually had forgotten. So, yeah. Okay, so we've got 8 quarters here. Or is it 4/8? Eight sections of ring. So let's have a look at... Now that we've got 8 segments, let's work out what we're going to do with the bits between those segments. I'm only going to do 2 for the moment. Hey, Nanian. Welcome to Thursday. I just realised I actually have a pair of shears in my inventory, which would make getting rid of some of the wool a little quicker. You can't hear the face palm, but there was one, honest. I'm gonna be like this. Let's give myself a little bit of shaping. So. Batteries. From this sort of angle. Sometimes you can hear them. Like so. And sometimes you don't. It depends on just how heavy the facepalm is. And I actually have a fairly good microphone, for want of a better description. I already had a headache, so it's nothing new. Why am I in the water? I'm not sure doing that is going to help me. Nanian, you may not be far off, I suspect. Right. I don't like this. Let's raise this another one before we do that. I'd like to place that block there, thank you. How's that look? That looks better. Now, again, this is one of those, I'm going to build something fairly solid and then work out what the heck I'm going to do with it. But I'm also going to not bother building the whole thing this time, because that's how I ended up not wanting to demolish it. My pretties. Deep breath for a bubble. Let's see. And which of the large piles of materials were you picking up from IKEA? Was it blackstone, deep slate, cobbled deep slate, stone, dirt? Got plenty of that. Or some of the other materials that are available in IKEA? What I'm thinking is, this is way too thick of a tower. I know it's an IRL IKEA. I'm just taking the mick. I might as well take the mick out of Nanian for once. It makes a change to get my own back. Today on Smartass, the role reversal. I am so tempted to move this. And just bring the entire building camp down with me. Did you just shoot at me? It depends on who you've ordered it from. Let's have a think. So I'm starting to think this is too big for a tower. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be a foundational structure around the base of a tower, which will provide, for want of a better description, a solid footing and a secure area below the tower in which people can repel boarders. I believe that TGM is operating under the I will behave. Unfortunately, you failed to specify behave well option, and therefore behaving badly is still actually behaving. .3060 Ti, smaller and less noisy than the outgoing 970. Ooh. I believe that trolling also comes with an appropriate theme tune, Nanian, of "Let's go troll a Scots, troll, troll, troll a Scots, troll a Scots, all the trolling." Yes, today has been one of those days. Actually, yes, today has. I am at that point where I want to unleash the SLA on people for making me basically wanted to just unleash the SLA on them. And as such, I am treating stream today as therapy. Hello, therapy. Aren't we all happy for me to be here? Yay! Except it's not therapy in the way that most people would consider therapy. For me, therapy is being insane for a while. Unleash the SLA. Find a huge army of squirrels and set them on them. The SLA, also known as the Squirrel Libation Army. Commonly also known as one of my alter egos, by way of mentality, and one of the elements that keeps me sane. This is why the emotes are squirrels. Ooh. The emotes are squirrels because the SLA. And Squirrel Thulu is just the one that I want to unleash an army of on people. Because that would be fun. Nope. That one. I will come back and... Actually, I'm just going to bring that chest with me. That was this one? Yes. And I know these aren't chests, they're shelter boxes. But I treat them as chests, and let's make it. Right. Since this is a watchtower base, I'm not going to actually go the full hog of installing a significant amount of anvils. Yes, I know this is an unusual statement from me. But what I will do is... Oops. Let's see. What material do we want the interior walkway to be in? I'm thinking one of the woods. I'm trying to decide between dark oak and spruce because I think those are the ones that would make more sense for the base of a watchtower. Plus they'll go well with the stone as a colour scheme. And since I happen to have a metric boatload, which reminds me, I need to get rid of the boat in my inventory, which keeps taking up space, which is a literal boatload. No. That's better. Thank you. Let's see. Whee. Okay, before we get too far, I want to lay out the foundation circle of the actual tower. Now that I've decided this is just the walkway at the base of the tower. So, let's find my convenient circles plots. So what we have here is a 15. That's a nice diameter. If we take off 1 for the wall, so that's 13. Let's take off 2 for a walkway, maybe. So 15, 13 would be immediately inside. 11 would be a 1 walkway. 9 would be a 2 walkway. 7... Yeah, 7 block wide tower is probably a good one. Do I want a 7 block wide tower or do I want a 9 block wide tower? What's the difference? And if anyone says 2 blocks, I will yeet this chat. Don't make me turn this chat around. I will take this chat back to the chat, back to spawn. Let's see if we bring in. Because we. Hey, Raven. Because this chat, as always, is full of trolls. Trollolololololololol. I know exactly where spawn is. You forget. I have the set spawn command. Therefore, I know exactly where spawn is. It's wherever the heck I tell it to be. Right, that gives us a exterior walkway. Spawn in the world download is a sensible location. You will find it's actually in the middle of a tower. It's a tower you have barely seen in video. Yeah, it was actually put somewhere that makes a heck of a lot more sense. No, but it might be in the arse end of nowhere in a section of the world that nobody's ever seen. Not that I haven't actually explicitly shown the building of. So that gives us a wall. Quite a nice wall. That, if we take a look at it from the river, we'll say hello, Salmon. This is, yes, this is 119.2. Okay, that's not terrible. I like that. I mean, I'm I'm going to ruin it in a minute. But it will also support 119.3. I'm also keeping an eye on the 120 options, because I will... That is the reason why this exists as a purely vanilla world, and that is so that when things like 120 appear, I can turn around and go, ooh, nice, shiny, thank you. TNT detonation may occur, but to be honest, my preference for ruining things is to manually ruin them. Also known as, I built it, therefore I destroyed it. I'm assuming the really is to the what? 120 part? Or I've lost track. Stream lag, help me here. No, the TNT. I don't have the TNT to destroy stuff. I don't have enough of it, so I'm just going to ruin this manually. Some say I already have ruined it. Besides, the other reason for me ruining it manually is if I take out 4 blocks, I know to place 4 blocks in the world around it, because I attempt to at least reasonably include the same amount of blocks outside the structure that I took down from inside. Speaking of which, time to start doing that. Aww. Diddums. I know an explosion would be nice, but some of us don't have the resources. If I ever happen to find a way of getting a decent... Yay! Well done. If I ever have the resources to get a decent farm in the nether going that might actually provide things like gravel and so forth, I will do... struggle. It's always a thing, isn't it? I will do more along the lines of probably blowing shit up. Yeah, Docker is an interesting uphill battle. How's that looking? It's looking like it's getting there. Let's start swapping in... Where did I leave my cobble? There it is. That's tough. I don't find it problematic. It's just it's a mindset that many people haven't gravitated to. Good luck with meetings, Taryn. Before I create those, do I have any? I have one. One block. Let's take that back out and put that there. Actually, no. Let's put it that way around. And there. Actually, there's no point in having a block there because it hasn't tumbled down that side. Here. Yeah. And let's put that one here because that fits with that one. Okay, so now we've had a complete collapse of the side of this tower base. And while we're doing that, I'm going to put one of those there. So this 1/4 of the base of the tower has already hit the I've been ruined category quite nicely. And it's doing it in the direction of the river, which is probably the direction in which it would fall most. Making some managers unalive would be bad, given that one of the local managers is Taran, I believe. No, you're not allowed to do that. We like him. He's good, peoples. The problem with knowing enough about Unix to make sure that to understand things to be able to deal with things going sideways is you're dealing with Linux. It can still go sideways. Sometimes it'll do it just for the heck of it. This would be a long and interesting discussion about how many overseers we have to keep. Paradigm shifts. They're great. Sometimes you can do them with a clutch as well. It's one problem with having ruined that exterior wall. I've already forgotten what I actually meant it to look like. This one's intact, mostly. Okay, so it was that... Okay. No, I don't want you there. Thank you. I'm not even sure how I managed to get that placed there. Usually if you place on top of grass, it will actually just go into the grass. Okay, and let's see. You. Really? Apparently I'm doing great at managing to jump straight off the top. Regular day. Yeah, I know. The odds of me ever managing to survive a build day without regularly falling off of things are slim to... No. Let's see. That'll do. That's way more than I needed, but it's convenient. Also, having this slightly ruined wall is really convenient because I can just walk straight up it. I've got something wrong here. There. That's unscrewed it. No. Something's not right here. You don't get a half slab. You're not a half slab block. You're a pretty block. Full of our half slab. Okay, so that's starting to feel better. What I'm thinking is there'll actually be a basement inside the tower that's buried inside of the foundations, but not going all the way into this area outside, and I need more dirt. Do I have more dirt over here? It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Yes, right. Let's just bring that back with me. Hello, Papa. Hello, Pappy. Oh, who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy who's going to eat any skeleton that comes around here? Oh, yes. Excuse me while I redirect the explosion from Nanian straight at this tower that I'm demolishing as I build it. Seeing as how I might not have the TNT, but if I've got an exploding Nanian, I'll use that. Comes under the heading of Unleash the Nanian. And the squirrels with the hammers will lead the way. We will smack you with a hammer. I was about to say something else, but I decided to actually keep it clean. I mean, more terrifying than a Kraken would be a Squirrel Cthulhu. Available in 2 different colours. Colour-coded to work out just how crunchy your sanity is. Now, the really surreal thing is, and this will probably this will probably make people laugh, those Cthulhu Squirrel emotes I actually use on the Stream Deck that I have as a Am I Live indicator. If I have an orange Cthulhu Squirrel, I'm live. If it's green, I'm not. Cuddly Cthulhu Squirrels. Yay! Available to chew on your sanity at in any colour scheme. Didn't want that. I had pondered that the different Cthulhu Squirrel emotes would make lovely sub-length badges. Unfortunately, they're too big. The sub badges need to be smaller and probably significantly less detailed. So I can't have it so that the SLA age, the amount of time as a sub turns into the colour of the Cthulhu Squirrel that is eating your sanity. I may figure out how to alleviate that problem by talking to another artist. Right. That's our inner walkway. Should probably do the rest of the base of the tower first. I keep seeing that flash of blue out of the corner of my eye and thinking that it's, say, a wandering trader. But, no, alas, alack. The wandering kindling seems to have decided it does not wish to join us as much recently. I can't figure out why. Let's see. If I do this right, if I do this so it's solid, it should be one of those there, one of those there, one of those there, one of those there. What I'm going to do is chop a hole in this wall, which means let's get a couple of those. Here, here. And you. Let's make it look like this one had been semi-solid as an area. And we go there. Yeah, just a small amount of wall slippage. Not as much as some of the other areas, but still enough to be a pain. Enough to indicate that this place is crumbling and falling apart. Another polished andesite here. Also, the difference, the description they're not terrifying, they're cuddly is, does somebody want to pet the Wickle Cthulhu squirrels so that are going to eat their soul? Does somebody? Whoa. Do not fear the Wickle squirrels, for they are only going to eat the little bits of your sanity off the side. Let's see. Have I got? Yes, I have. Let's get some. Actually, I had cobble. Dope. For those wondering if I'm crazy, yes. It's better. Yay! Welcome back, Taryn. Fear the insanity. Oh yes, sorry, did I not? I thought I mentioned that one yesterday, Raven. All of the emotes are now fully approved. We have a complete set of the SLA Thulus, and the hammer has been unleashed. It happens. Including the hidden one. I mean, it's less hidden. I'm going to actually replace these with stone, because having this not stone just hurts. And I think I had some half-stone slabs. Yes. Half stones? What? What the heck is a half-stone slab? Scots, you're losing it. No, how can I lose it? I never had it in the first place. Yar, it belong on silver. Oh no, that's a different thing altogether. Okay, so that's the... I'm going to take these ones out because that's the point where the actual wall would start. But I need to work out what the actual wall is going to be. 2-to-1 odds, I'm going to fall into that pit and then have to work a way out at some point. Okay, I'm liking this. It's totally not usable for the walled mansion because. Well, actually, no. It might be usable for the walled mansion. The sky turned green and the weather is labelled Royal Levin. I was about to say, I'm going to need more context for that, because I think even the Weather Channel would be a little bit disturbed by that. Cthulhu shall not rise. Cthulhu shall squeak and go hunting for nuts. When am I going to learn not to say things like that out loud? Let's do that. Okay. Let's have a think about how we're going to approach and enter this. I see you. I see you. At some point I need to build the central pillar. Central pillar? Central tower. But we'll get to that. Again? For crying out loud. The people who end up with it under the heading of again are the ones that excuse me. I decided it was better just to devolve into unintelligible gibberish rather than ranting. I am out of polished andesite. Again! I can't even remember what the other tower stuff was. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Now, I have a question. Did I bring the material I'm looking for back over here, or do I have to actually go all the way back to the city for it? Nope. Nope. I'm not seeing it. Poop. Still not seeing it. Found it! I was like, did I actually remember to bring the polished andesite back here yet? The answer is yes, I did. Ooh, I even have some brick. Signs that I might have actually been spending a bit of time trading with stone cutters, a little bit more stone masons. I have a small amount of brick, and remember, each one of these is 4 bricks, and you only get at most 40 bricks per trade with them, which is 10 blocks. So for me to have nearly 18 stacks of blocks, and that's just the ones in that chest, I have been trading a while.
And that is why I have no sanity, because I have been dealing with the villagers. And some of that dealing with the villagers has been dealing with the villagers.
Boop, boop, boop. Right. No. About to go and stick one of those in there and don't have to. No. Here, hiding in the tall grass, we find a Scotsman, trying to figure out why he's hiding in the tall grass. Really? I had wanted to put that there, and then that there. Thank you. Thank you. One of those, one of those. Are we out of half slabs? Yes, we are. Typical. If I just also placed a... Yeah, I have. Right, so if I'm roaching via this path... A roaching we will go. A roaching we will go. We're coming on this path as we're trying to figure out what. And I need another one of those there. So, is that too wide of a... Yeah. I didn't fall in the pit. I didn't fall in the pit. I think... Yeah, let's... Okay, so... 1, 2... That. 1, 2... At which point our entrance can be this one, and we'll take out these two. And we'll relocate some of this shape. Okay, so now we need that. No. Am I out of... Yes, I am. I need one more of these. Thank you very much. And... Oh, hey! I have one of those. Yay! I need 2 more. Hey, at least 2 more of them is an even number, and so it's off by 1 trade. Or 1 craft. As opposed to off by 1 left over. So... I left a gap down here. Yes, I have. It's, typical. Oh, no. That's, supposed to be like that, at that height. Now, Yeah, let's go with that. Achievement. Let's see. You appear to be missing your blocks that allow me to designate you as having one of these. Thank you. And then here. And as we come around the building, you'll be coming around the block when he goes. He'll be coming round the block when he goes. He'll be going round the tower. Going round the tower. He'll be going round the tower when he goes. Yeehaw! Okay. So that gives us most of a tower base. A couple of areas of desolation, destruction, rampant failure. Need to figure out the entrance point here. Now the question is, should this be defensible, enforceable, or just stairs? I mean, this tower is going to be sat out on its own, doing very little. And while the stuff at the base is easily ruinable. I think it already is. I mean, we've got ruins here, somewhat fell down here, and actually this side is probably going to be where I do some nasty damage to the tower itself once we build it. This section is about the only one that I'm leaving intact, and even then it's still got sections of overgrowth. And it'll probably have, foliage on it. And this one's doing a little bit worse for wear. So, overall, this tower is not going to have had a very happy life. This time around, I'm actually following through on my plans to ruin stuff. Rather than going, I'm going to build this tower and then ruin it. And then going, but it's too pretty to ruin. No, this one's going to be ruined. Yeah. Let's see. So we've got a 4-block wide gap for getting in. Really? Humph, say I. Maybe even a Farfig Newton. Okay, so that's our entrance. Not very good, but I think it can be better in a minute. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm going to borrow those. And let's grab a couple of those. You. Let's drop that to there. Okay, that kind of sort of implies there was a bigger structure here. And what I might do is... no? Let's bring this wall out a bit. So it sort of has a semi-defensive. There used to be something protecting the way in sort of feel to it. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to... interesting. Interesting. I'd forgotten I was planning on putting a building there. So let's run this over to the side of that building. As though, you know, the two actually had a wall between them. Which would sort of have made sense. You know, under the heading of, you know, that actually sort of... Why wouldn't we have done that? Actually, I feel that should be the other way around. Tough. And cobble. Well, we don't know what that building is yet. So, I mean, this is going to be the one of the Northern Port Authority areas. So, it might be. I mean, this block over here, in red, with the yellow attached, is going to be a barracks. So that's definitely going to be very solid in its own right. This tower over here, I think, is going to be completely on its own, which is probably going to be a problem. Down here, I plan on having another sort of port area. Possibly. That might be the Charlian style one. And then, of course, we've got this Mahusiv thing to come. Stable for a messenger pony. Pony! I want a pony! Unleash pony dynamics. I would like to have a pony. No, it's been a while since I reread that. The Subtle Art of Pony Dynamics. A very interesting and long essay that I have read a couple of times. Or drive up. Really? I dug a hole to put that in, and then I didn't. Nicely done, Scots. Whoa, hold on. That doesn't look right. You. And then we'll take out you, and we'll replace you with one of these. And then we'll need another half slab here, I think. Like so. And Yeah, that's starting to feel sensible. What I think I want to do is swap around the same block in my inventory 3 times in a row. Always a good move. Let's bring this level up a little. And take this level back a little. Oh look, stone. Fantastic. Just what I wanted for my birthday. More stone. Oh, that one. Those tower pictures. Thank you, Raven. I know exactly the series of towers that you mean now. That was from when we were working out what the heck to do with this thing. Yes. Those, I think, might be more appropriate for the walled mansion.
I see you.
I mean, if you do look a little bit cross-eyed, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to work out sort of the direction of build over time for this city. I'm trying to decide if I want to sort of work out in the direction of this area and then on over to the barracks and so forth, or if I want to go in the direction of the walled mansion next. The walled mansion feels like it's probably sensible because if nothing else, one of these buildings might end up with an actual working nether portal in it, which would connect me into the nether portal network. But I haven't decided. It's one of those. Today I am just building this because A, it's easier, and B, it's easier. Yeah. Today I'm building this because I felt like it. Let's be honest. Right. Actually, I'd like to move those back by 1. Preferably actually into the place that makes sense for them to be. And whoops, it's getting dark. I can see the moon from here. Good. No new visitors. Right. You. No. Thank you. None of that. Okay, so that's quite like that section of broken wall. I think this building will be an interesting one to build, possibly next week, because then it will start connecting in some of the sections of this The interesting thing is this one has a path coming into here, which is one of those... why did I have the path coming in that side? Should I have the path coming in this side and just not have that path? Don't know, really. I don't know. But the nice thing is, this is starting to actually get a feel of a sensible-ish structure base. Which is just as well, because it's been hour and 20 minutes, and so far we've built the base of a tower. Could be worse. Let's see. I have some ladders somewhere. Where do I have ladders? Oh, actually, one of the things I'm going to do is take this back. That's better. Sort of imply that there used to be a wooden walkway along here. Or at least a wooden path. A wooden-based path. Some of it will turn to stone as well. Actually, I'd like that one to be a stair. Do I have any stairs? No, of course not. Why ever would I have materials that I'm thinking about? That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay, so... that one. That one. That and that. Like so. Let's put this one in like so. I need some other materials. I have a plan. Actually, one of the things that I do have a plan for is that doesn't... Really? Grr. Thank you. Go back there. Like so, and you go back to being a path. You go back to being a path, and you go back to being a path, and you go back to being a path. Oh, good. I did have some spruce trapdoors. I do like the additional animations for the dogs. They're adorable. I'm still a cat person, though. Really? Thank you. I'm gonna need that back. Thank you. Good luck with meeting. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to put one of those there. Good luck to you too, Taryn. This gives more of an impression of it being a little bit sort of worn down, whilst still being non-spawnable. It's better. That's definitely got the feel I was looking for. I mean, if you think about it, you come in along here, and you've got the remains of a path, and then you get to here, and you've got the base of the tower and all of that. Yeah, this is beginning to feel good. What I will do is, as we get further into this area, we'll finish off that wall and possibly extend the wall out. We might bring this out to here and along here, so that we've got a sort of walled plaza here type area, because that might actually be quite nice. And this guy is going to eventually have me sitting in a boat with him until he you have to have a pub next to a church? Are you sure that's not what this building's going to be? Or, to be honest, I've got two buildings that are immediately opposite the church, which might be better off for that. I think this big, large T-shaped one that's also next to the entrance to the underworld will be better off as the pub. I mean, I also have fully planned stables and inn are going to be here. This is why the one down the right hand side has been segmented as is. It's because that's going to be the stables, and this is going to be basically the coaching inn, because it's right next to the entrance to the city, so people come into the city and check into the inn. Right, where was I? Oh yes. I think we might actually be at the starting point for the tower itself. So let's get rid of that. Ah, but do the guards get drunk with the common folk? Well, if I'm going to do that, the actual pub for the guards is going to be right next to the barracks, which is right where the inn is. How many pubs do I need? City this size? 2 or 3. Yes. I mean, I've got a lot of houses that I need to build as well. This whole area is going to be much more housing than anything else. So I think... that's a question. Do I want... Where do I want... Yeah, we'll have to have a think about that. 1 pub per house should be fine as a start. That's a lot of pubs. I've lived in that town. I've also gotten drunk in that town. Aww. Which time? Oh, the yellow one. This one. That tiny square was going to be a point of interest. There's another one background here. I was thinking, well, small fountain, little statue, something. I haven't decided. It might also disappear. Might also just be a walled-in tree. It's one of those areas where, yeah, hence, as I say, well is one of the options. There are a lot of areas in this world that have absolutely no plans for them yet. And by a lot of areas, I mean almost anything that isn't built yet. No, that's going to be too many. I don't want that. I was trying to avoid putting them there. Could do them there. No, I don't like that. I might not pillar this. I might just tower it. No. Not entirely sure I can survive the loss of yet another block. No, I think this one's just going to go straight into being stone. And vertical tower of stone, type stone. Made perfect sense. Until I said it. Let's get rid of a couple of things in my inventory that are making my inventory an absolute mess. Notably, those. Pretty sure I don't need dark oak logs at the moment, or any more of the dark oak. We'll come back to that. Or for that. No. Right, that's most of my building materials now in my inventory. Let's bring them down here. We shall set up shop on the beach. We shall build them on the beaches. We shall build them on the land. We shall... No, wait, what? In there. I don't think I need job blocks at the moment, so we'll survive without it. This one has no stone in it. This one has very little stone in it. This one has no stone in it either. Am I literally running out of stone on hand here? Ended up in the water a bit sooner than I was expecting there. No. Yep. Don't suppose that these are... Yes, they are. Awesome. Please ignore the look behind the scenes. Due to the extreme amount of stone that working on the caldera ring is requiring, I decided to set up a local stone factory. It made more sense than constantly carting in and locating new stuff. The reason for the lava generator is I strongly suspect I'm going to need about 1 trillion tons of lava at some point in the near future as well. The reason for the large amount of lava is because of this cave. As mentioned, this cave, we're going to keep the dam and we're going to keep the water area. And we're going to have some interesting things on some of these sections. But down here, I might have to do something about protecting this. But down here, I plan on putting a large amount of lava. Because this area is going to have... It is effectively going to be the plug for the volcano that we're on top of. I've just realised you probably didn't really see much of that at all because it's pitch smegging black down there. I really need to light that area up. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was an automated stone farm. Unfortunately, it's a vanilla stone farm, which basically means it only turns into stone when I'm stood there with a pick, getting all of the stone by hand. What I might have to do is investigate one of the TNT duper stone farms, which goes against my I shall not TNT dupe rule. But it may have to happen for the sole and simple purpose of I need metric tons of stone. Might also be imperial tons. I'm not sure. Okay, this is going to look boring as smeg for a minute, because it's just going to be a straight vertical wall. Both, yeah. I need to work out a basic height for this, and the answer is not as high as it looks. Would that be a good height for the tower? It doesn't need to be high. It just needs to be solid and imposing enough and able to look out over all of this, which at the moment it pretty much is. So is that a good height? He says, raising it by 1. Possibly. What I am going to want is some of these. I also need to designate a doorway. Found one. I think those are the same height. 75, 75. Okay, so I need 3 more ladders. Poop. Nope. Thank you. One of these days I need to figure out something to build that's going to use the ridiculous number of acacia stairs that I have. Because they're in all of the... There's a ridiculous amount of them. It's either that or I'm just going to have to start using them as fuel. I think fuel is probably a good one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm starting to like the feel of this. with a few more stone blocks. Stone brick blocks. You'll do. No, no. That one. And while we're down here, let's sleep. So let's see. It's a fairly squat tower, isn't it? I mean, I'm going to put a roof on it, and I'm going to... and it is getting wider up the top so that there's a decent watchtower base type area. So that gives me a nice... that's where we'll bring in the yes, polished basalt. Uh-oh. That's dark enough to be a thunderstorm. And the fact that I'm able to sleep suggests it is. I'm not seeing any sudden addition of suicide shrubs to anywhere I was within close proximity. We've still got him, of course. Are we safe? Did that storm generate anything that's going to kill me? Hello, puppy. Nope, that was a safe storm. I'm not a bad rebel. Right. Let us work our way around this building a bit. That wall, I'm gonna have demolished. I haven't even built it, and I'm gonna have it demolished. That's going to make life difficult. Really? I'm out of stone brick again? Of course I am. I'm building a sucking tower. Thank you for your assistance in achieving the top of this tower. Right. That gives us a tower shape. I could have sworn I saw something move. Nope. Interesting. Getting artifacts of things that aren't there. Always a sign of a good day. Or a good date. So if we collapse that wall... Yeah, okay. We got the beginnings of a shape for the building. He's really confused by being here. He's got absolutely no way of shooting me. I don't know why. Okay, let's start shaping this building so that we actually have something other than just stone brick. Because, I mean, stone brick's nice. I mean, it's nice because it's solid, but it's not really what people want to have as the only material on a brick, on a wall, on a brick. Yeah, well done. And we also need to do something about an entrance. So let's work out an entrance first. Just simply because that gives us a working layer to work upwards from. Oh hey, I have 2 spruce doors. Excellent. Congratulations. Ah. You. That works. We have a doorway. Now, if I do that, and that, let's do that, and that in something other than these materials. That's my stone chest. I really need to move my other 2 stone chests over. So I'm going to play... That's not a shulker box. Well done, Skulls. That's a shulker box. Where's my other 2 shulker boxes of stony blocks? Stony bits. Get your stony bits. Okie dokie. Did I pick up both of those? Yes. That's my nether one. That's my black one. So I've got a stone block, a black block, and a nether block. I look forward to the day when I start building more with stuff from the end, at which I'll have a stone block, a black nether block, a black block, and an end block. And then it'll just be the end of sanity. Polished blackstone or polished deep slate? I think the deep slate's closer to the brick. So let's... I need one more. One more thing. One more thing. Uncle! Okay. You, and you. No. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. You, and you. I can work with that. I can work with that. No, I can't. It's... it needs something here and here to anchor it as a colour scheme. So let's have... let's try these. Probably need something here and here. See, this is where your colour schemes suddenly start to appear. And you take one look at it and go, well, that just looks derpy as balls. That's terrible. That sucks. So how do we make it less sucky? I don't think that's going to work. Fine. Well, that was worth trying. Even if it was terrible. No. You go back there. You go back there. And for the moment, I'm going to put those back in there because that's where they live. No. Interesting. That might be a better thing. If I do that and that... Do I want it there? Let's put these back in because they kind of made sense. thing is, doing that, you kind of feel like you need to have something around the rest of the tower at that sort of level. Which does kind of sort of beg the question of why. I mean, it might just be okay with that. Would it be okay with that? Would that be enough? And at this point, should I be looking at those there? Maybe. These still look wrong. What if I had them as that and that? That's a bit better. And then we could continue that around the wall and do here and here. Now that feels terrible again, because that feels like it's a really thin section on a tower and it's likely to topple over at that point. Are we needing to do this? Bring the corners up. Splash. How does that look? That's going to give a very square tower shape, so that's not good either. Because that's taken my nice roundish tower and turned it square. Doesn't help. Hello, motorbike. So, put that back. How do we make this work? Do we not put the door on the corner? Is that what the problem is? Should it be a doorway on the side instead of the corner? Should I be looking at having the doorway here? That might make more sense. And give us a few more opportunities. Whoa! I should really get my elytra fixed this weekend before I lose it. Okay, so if I put a doorstep in here. Now, this might be where we can actually consider bringing back in the blackstone. Or the chisel. Yeah, that might actually allow us a bit more flexibility. So if we put a door... Oh no, hold on. If we put a door in here... you leave it for the moment. I need to get a better floor in here. I believe it's the elytra takes one bit of damage for every time you use it. So if I jump off a building, it's 1 bit of damage. If I use a firework, it's an additional bit of damage. It's basically once per usage. Thankfully, I have Unbreaking 3 on this, so it's not per usage. It's whatever Unbreaking 3 does to your usages. So it's not going to break immediately, but it's getting close to I need to pay attention to it levels. I also have the advantage that my toolbox has a spare elytra in it, because I have one damage per flight until you start using fireworks, at which point the fireworks cause the damages to increase. So if I jump off a building and use 3 fireworks, I think that counts as 4 uses. I think. It gets a little bit fuzzy in my head. I've never quite fully understood it. That's better. That gives me a reason. I think at this point I would be tempted to do this. I mean, let's have a look. It's at 68 at the moment. I think that's the idea. So if I jump, it's at 66. Interesting. Not quite sure why that class is 2. And yet it didn't count as any jumping out of that doorway. So, yeah. I can see why they did it. It's an incredibly powerful item, and you do have to get to the end to get it. I mean, granted, they then also allow you to have unbreaking and mending on it, which are the only two enchants that you're allowed on an elytra, mending and unbreaking, and they're incredibly powerful. I mean, mending in its own right is just a bonkers enchant, if you think about it, because it makes everything unlimited. At which point you make yourself a decent set of armor or decent set of materials and tools. You've got no... And I kind of agree with somebody who was discussing this. I think it was Doc M77. He was saying, because of mending... Oh no, it wasn't. It was Iskal. There is no reason to constantly be getting stuff or to be exploring for stuff. Because once you've got it, that's it. You can stick mending on it, and you can make yourself a cheap-ass mob farm, and that's it. You don't ever have your ridiculously powerful equipment break on you. That fall? No, it didn't. It's one of those things that is both good and bad. It's good because yeah, I know. I can see why some people think it is really bad, because it basically just ends what you do once you've got it. And I can see why it's good, because you end up not losing stuff. So, yeah. Survey says I'm somewhere in the middle. all the way up there? Let's do that. Difficult enough to get a set of enchantments and materials. To make your gear completely OP. Is it though? I could probably go from empty inventory to heavy duty set in about half an hour at this time. Because I've done the work to get the ridiculous library and the iron farms. The library provides both the bookshelves to get books and every single one of the necessary books for the enchants, and the iron farm allows me to get both the experience and the emeralds to be able to get it all, etc. I've done it once, and as a result, I have not needed to buy, build, or deal with the librarians, since I pretty much built the library. Yeah, true. I mean, is it villager breeder? Iron farm. Take hours to get to a diamond level. I mean, you can get to diamond level gear just with a villager breeder, which is why a villager breeder is ridiculously overpowered. Combine it with a farm of some form. Sure about that. Let's try this. Oh, those are going to be in the way. Thank you, Minecraft. That's not where I wanted to put that. But it'll do. That feels like it's too high. But if I do that, it's gonna ruin the Could do. Let's try that. That's a bit better. Still building my several food and... I would have to look back at my logs, at my notes, to work out how many weeks it was in before I had everything. I'm fairly sure I had an iron farm within the first month. Which, at 2.5 hours, 10 hours a day, yeah. Two and a half hours, 10 hours a day? What? 2.5 hours, 10 hours a day doesn't make sense, Scott. I feel like I'm really sort of failing on that design. I might have to think about that one. Hey, Landstrad. How goes it? I really have to think about this tower, aren't I? I don't like these. I've gone off them. You look after yourself, Landstrad. Let's see. If I didn't want to place that there. I really should consider putting a floor in on this. Let's get that done. I don't think I want to use spruce. Are we into the dark oak again? Yeah, I think we are. Whoops, that was that was a few. I don't think I'm going to be out of dark oak slabs for a while. Ah, that's a thing I should have done. I know I had a dark oak trapdoor. Where did I put those? There's one. Let's put one of those here. Because the advantage is trapdoors in line with ladders basically operate as ladders nowadays. Yay. If ever there was a change in mechanics that I absolutely loved, it's the fact that you can just go straight up through a ladder. I should probably, however, while I'm thinking about it, put a torch down here, because I've just created a mob farm. Particularly with the door closed. Is that actually dark in there? No, I've got a torch in there. Duh! Accuracy is not one of my sentences today. Let's see. Oh, nope. Wrong window. Wrong account. Let's try again from over here. I'm going to just texture the living heck out of this and assume that stone is fine, I think. I've got mossy stone bricks, I've got stone bricks, I've got stone, I've got cobblestone, I've got tough. Yeah, let's just texture the heck out of it. See if that works with dealing with the fact that I can't figure out why or what to do with it. That's not alright. I think my problem has been I've been trying to fix this and I didn't know what was broken. And the thing that was broken was the fact that I was trying to fix it. See, that immediately looks better. Trying to load a modded pack on a 2 gig server is painful. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to load a 2 gig world on a 4 gig server is painful enough at the best of times. You see, that looks immediately better. That's what it is. Stop trying to fix the shape of this by putting shapes in, and fix it by putting colours in and textures. Yeah, that's better. I've got more moss here somewhere. It'll probably be in the chest with all of the other moss. Funny that. Let's do you. No. That one's an interesting problem that I seem to remember. You, if you've switched on whitelisting, you also have to there's a combination of enable whitelisting and switch on whitelisting as a pair that you have to switch on, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it is basically 2 settings in server properties for that. It's very easy to miss. It took me ages to get right the first time, and the second, and some of the third. One of those things I've fallen foul of, and therefore I remember it. Don't remember the answer to it, but I remember it. I've got... where is it? Okay, I have no materials for burning. Come to me, my most loathed material, for I have many of you, and I have need of things to burn.
For there shall be things to burn.
Right, acacia stairs. I have like 18.5 stacks of the damn things because of villages. I do not need them, and they are burnable. And hey, they're not terrible. And that will give me cracked stone bricks. Welcome back, Raven, and welcome back, very dead, Taran. I spent ages trying to work out how to do this building, this tower, with a decent shape, and so forth, and then came to the conclusion I was attempting to do something that was ridiculous, and I should have just actually gone, you know what? Let's just texture it rather than give it shape, and suddenly it actually feels a lot better. One-on-one. To be honest, we're only 10 minutes away from end of stream, apparently. How did that happen? Time. Supposedly linear. I'm unsure of the whether or not I agree with that. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm not sure I want to agree with that. I'm gonna have to take out that ladder and Uh-oh. I placed a block. Where did I place the dang thing? There it is. Alright. Let's take out this for a minute. Time is relative. Lunchtime doubly so. And this is where we're going to break the wall. So let's come back to that in a minute. What should you be? How have I ended up with 3? Interesting. Is one of those left over from when I took out the one that became a trapdoor? Yes, it is. Okay, that answers that. What I would like is... I've got those. I don't need more of them, thank you. A few of those, a couple of those, a couple more of those. Right. Really? You're gonna... Yeah, just... No. Oh, hold on. That shouldn't even be there. Fine. Do that. Hold on. Here. Cracked. Shame you can't do cracked stone. Oh! Brick stairs. You, let's go with you. I mean, yay for not missing non-existent stream. Sorry. No stream tomorrow. I announced it on Twitter earlier, but I hadn't yet mentioned it here. No, I have things that I need that I wish to do tomorrow, and as such, I will not be streaming. One of those might be drinking myself into oblivion after this bloody week, but yeah. I won't. I don't like drinking to the point of being stupid. It just makes me feel stupid. Actually, I would like to do that in plain stone. Skyrim? Question mark? Bad joke required more context than I had. Oblivion. Oh. Ow. He says falling off a building. That was bad, and you should feel bad. Rightly so. How's that looking? That's not too bad. That looks like that tower's had a couple of chunks fall out of it. And by fall out, I mean, holy heck, who destroyed this piece of prime real estate? Half slabs in tough would be really nice right now. I'll swap that. Okay. I know I need to do an awful lot of greenery texturing, but I think that'll come next week. So I think we are at Pretty's o'clock. So, ooh, wow. That actually has... That looked okay until I went into Pretty's mode, and it's like, hello? I mean, it was okay without Pretty's mode, but, good grief. That made a difference, didn't it? And the place definitely looks like somebody took a good shot at it. And actually, if I do this... Oh. Hello, reflections. Big tower and little tower. Have a good weekend, Taran. Still maintain it needs a TNT. I think I've done pretty well at making it look like it's been hit with a TNT without the need of one. It's the baby tower of the eye. Yeah, I think that one is going to be my You Want Violence today. Not from me, I'm afraid. However, at that point, I'm going to hit this button and say I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope everyone has had a good time with watching this. I will not be back tomorrow at my usual time. I will be back again on Monday at my usual time, where we will be continuing to flesh out this little baby watchtower. Aw, little diddums. Not sure where that one's going. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a good weekend and looks after themselves. Remember, hail hydrate. And bye-bye.